Welcome to www.thecanadiantest.com, your trusted resource for Canadian citizenship test preparation. In this video, we will present 20 new unique questions drawn directly from the official guide, Discover Canada: The Rights and Responsibilities of Citizenship. Each question in this practice test video comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please watch the video continuously for the best learning experience. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started.
Question 1. How are members of Parliament chosen? Option A. They are appointed by the United Nations. Option B. They are chosen by the provincial premiers. Option C. They are elected by voters in their local constituency riding. Option D. They are elected by landowners and police chiefs. The correct answer is, they are elected by voters in their local constituency riding. Explanation: Canada is divided into 338 electoral districts, also known as ridings or constituencies. An electoral district is a geographical area represented by a member of Parliament, MP. The citizens in each electoral district elect one MP who sits in the House of Commons to represent them, as well as all Canadians. Question 2. Which principle, central to Canada, ensures that individuals and governments are regulated by laws? Option A. Rule of thumb. Option B. Rule of law. Option C. Rule of force. Option D. Rule of might. The correct answer is rule of law. Explanation: Canada's commitment to the rule of law means that both individuals and governments adhere to legal standards, promoting a just society. Question 3. What is the origin of habeas corpus, a right to challenge unlawful detention? Option A. Roman law. Option B. French civil law. Option C. Germanic customary law. Option D. English common law. The correct answer is English common law. Explanation: habeas corpus, originating from English common law, safeguards against arbitrary detention, emphasizing personal freedom. This legal principle has been a cornerstone in protecting individuals from unjust confinement. Question 4. What are newcomers to Canada expected to adopt? Option A. Autocratic principle. Option B. Rule of law. Option C. Extreme ideologies. Option D. War experiences. The correct answer is rule of law. Explanation: embracing the rule of law is a fundamental expectation for newcomers in Canada. Question 5. What language do the Metis people speak? Option A. Arabic. Option B. Hindi. Option C. Spanish. Option D. Michif. The correct answer is Michif. Explanation: the Metis people speak Michif, a unique language developed from both Indigenous and French influences, reflecting their diverse cultural background. Question 6. What is Canada's unique constitutional status? Option A. Republic. Option B. Constitutional monarchy. Option C. Federal state. Option D. Absolute monarchy. The correct answer is constitutional monarchy. Explanation: Canada is the only constitutional monarchy in North America, inheriting the oldest continuous constitutional tradition in the world. Question 7. Who painted the artwork depicting the capture of Juno Beach? Option A. Orville Fisher. Option B, Norman Rockwell. Option C, Vincent van Gogh. Option D, Pablo Picasso. The correct answer is Orville Fisher. Explanation: the painting capturing the D-Day landing at Juno Beach is by Orville Fisher. Question 8. Who led the federal government when Canadian women gained the right to vote? Option A, Therese Casgrain. Option B, Agnes MacPhail. Option C, Dr. Emily Stowe. Option D, Sir Robert Borden. The correct answer is Sir Robert Borden. Explanation: Sir Robert Borden's government granted some women the right to vote in federal elections in 1917, with further expansions of voting rights occurring in subsequent years. Question 9. What is the significance of the phrase ribbons of steel of the P? Option A. It refers to the physical tracks of the railway. Option B. It symbolizes the unity of Canada brought about by the railway. Option C. It highlights the importance of steel in the construction of the railway. Option D. It describes the visual impact of the railway on the Canadian landscape. The correct answer is, it symbolizes the unity of Canada brought about by the railway. Explanation: the phrase ribbons of steel is a metaphor that conveys the idea that the Canadian Pacific Railway, PPR, connected different parts of Canada and helped to create a sense of national unity. Question 10. Where was Sir John A. Macdonald born? Option A, Canada. Option B, England. Option C, Scotland. Option D, Ireland. The correct answer is Scotland. Explanation: Sir John A. Macdonald was born in Glasgow, Scotland on January 11, 1815. He later moved to Upper Canada, now Ontario, as a child, playing a key role in Canadian politics. Question 11. What is the term for the men who worked to establish the Dominion of Canada in 1867? Option A, Founding Fathers. Option B, Pioneers. Option C, Fathers of Confederation. Option D, Nation Builders. The correct answer is Fathers of Confederation. Explanation: from 1864 to 1867, representatives of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and the province of Canada, with British support, worked together to establish a new country. These men are known as the Fathers of Confederation. Question 12. Why did the British invest in a naval dry dock at Halifax? Option A, economic trade routes. Option B, scientific research. Option C, maritime exploration. Option D, national defense strategy. The correct answer is national defense strategy. Explanation: the British invested in the naval dry dock at Halifax as part of their defense strategy to protect Canada from potential invasions, especially after the War of 1812. Question 13. What were Canada's main economic activities for centuries? Option A, farming and exporting natural resources. Option B, manufacturing and services. Option C, fishing and fur trading. Option D, mining and logging. The correct answer is farming and exporting natural resources. Explanation: Canada's main economic activities for centuries were farming and exporting natural resources. Question 14. Which term was used to refer to the French-speaking Catholic people in New France after it became a British colony? Option A, British colonials. Option B, Canadians. Option C, Quebecois. Option D, New Englanders. The correct answer is Canadians. Explanation: the French-speaking Catholic people in the renamed colony were commonly known as habitants or Canadians. They faced the challenge of preserving their cultural and religious identity within the English-speaking Protestant-ruled British Empire. Question 15. Who were the first European settlers to reach Labrador and the island of Newfoundland around 1,000 years ago? Option A, Spanish conquistadors. Option B, Italian explorers. Option C, French settlers. Option D, Vikings from Iceland. The correct answer is Vikings from Iceland. Explanation: the Vikings from Iceland were the first Europeans to reach Labrador and the island of Newfoundland around 1,000 years ago. The remains of their settlement, Landsog Meadows, are a World Heritage Site. Question 16. Who was known as the greatest living Canadian? Option A, Sir Frederick Banting. Option B, Alexander Graham Bell. Option C, Dr. Wilder Penfield. Option D, James Naismith. The correct answer is Dr. Wilder Penfield. Explanation: Dr. Wilder Penfield was a pioneering brain surgeon at McGill University in Montreal and was known as the greatest living Canadians. Question 17. What is the name of the Canadian who invented basketball in 1891? Option A, James Naismith. Option B, William Morgan. Option C, Senda Berenson Abbott. Option D, Luther Gulick. The correct answer is James Naismith. Explanation: basketball was invented by Canadian James Naismith in 1891. Question 18. What is the full form of UN? Option A, United Nations. Option B, Union of Nations. Option C, Universal Nations. Option D, Unified Nations. The correct answer is United Nations. Explanation: the full form of United Nations. Question 19. In Canada, who has a role similar to that of the Prime Minister in the federal government in each province? Option A, Premier. Option B, Lieutenant Governor. Option C, Commissioner. Option D, Governor General. The correct answer is Premier. Explanation: the Premier in each Canadian province holds a role similar to that of the Prime Minister at the federal level, serving as the head of the provincial government. Question 20. Which of the following is not required for a bill to become a law in Canada? Option A, it must be passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate. Option B, it must receive royal assent. Option C, it must be signed by the Prime Minister. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is it must be signed by the Prime Minister. Explanation: the Prime Minister is not directly involved in the legislative process. Bills are passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate and receive royal assent from the Governor General before becoming law.
Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your Canadian citizenship test. Remember to check out www.thecanadiantest.com for more free resources and practice tests. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful videos and information. Good luck on your journey to Canadian citizenship test.